Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me or it's your first time here, I'm Jess, also known as Jess the CEO. I am a woman of many endeavors. I'm a business owner. I have my own consulting company called CEO Solutions. I'm also a nonprofit founder of Jesus Walks with Her, and I'm also a content creator. So I do a lot of things, but my profession is I'm a business consultant and strategist, and I help entrepreneurs grow their brand. Okay. I help the entrepreneurs who feel like they're stuck, they don't know what's going on, and they cannot pinpoint the core issue that's going on in their business. And so that's where I step in and I guide small businesses, entrepreneurs to identify what the issues are that is prohibiting their growth and success in their business. If you are a business owner or somebody who is looking to start a business and just wants more information on the do's and don'ts, how to market yourself, how to grow a brand successfully, I definitely recommend for you to subscribe to this channel because I will be uploading a lot of helpful videos like this one. Speaking of, let's get into today's video, which we will be talking about why your business isn't growing even though you are showing up and doing all of the right things. Now, a lot of entrepreneurs I speak to, they're really frustrated when it comes to the growth of their business. They feel like they're being consistent, they're showing up, they're posting and marketing themselves on social media daily, sometimes twice a day. They're going out in the world in person and meeting people, networking. They're doing all the things they need to do. They're planning, but for some reason their business isn't growing. Either in the beginning stage, they haven't got their clients or customers yet, or maybe you're 3 to 5 years down the line and you've hit a plateau and you can't seem to grow any further than you already have. This is where I'm going to break down the most common issues that I see when it comes to this and why you may be feeling stuck. Now let's get into reason number one, doing a lot versus doing the right things. Working hard is not effective if you're working in the wrong direction. Burnout is a very common thing in entrepreneurship, and I see it a lot, especially with solo entrepreneurs or people with smaller teams, because the CEO, the owner, is usually doing most of everything, especially in the beginning, because you do not have the resources or the team. And even if you do have the team, maybe everybody's doing a lot. Everybody has a lot of responsibilities. You're doing this, you're doing that, you're working around the clock. You have 7 days of working. You do not take any off days, and you're committed to working on your business. If this is you, I know how it feels. I have been there. I've done it. I've felt it. And it's very frustrating, especially when you feel like you're putting all your hard work into something and you're not seeing the results, and not knowing why is the problem. But working hard is not always effective if you're not working on the right things. If you're not working in the right direction, then you're only working harder to your failure. Quality over quantity. Are the tasks that you're doing actually supporting your business? Do they make sense, or are you just doing things just to do them? As you grow as a business owner, one thing you're going to value a lot is efficiency. Being able to have max productivity by doing the least and using the least resources. So if you're doing a lot but not doing the right things, you're not being efficient. You're actually wasting time. And this is a lot worse. So efficiency can look like streamlining operations, automations, having SOPs. I have noticed a lot of business owners do not have SOPs. SOPs are standard operating procedures. What does it take to run your business? Do you have this document somewhere? Somebody came in today and wanted to take over your business. Are they going to know what your business operations look like on a day-to-day? Do you have that somewhere? Can you teach it to them? If you were to onboard an employee right now, are they going to be able to easily train and know what to do? You should have your standard operating procedures and know it like the back of your hand. You should be able to refer to it. And this is going to help the direction your business is going to. This is going to help the daily decisions that you make, because you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, and you know why you're doing it. And this way you're not wasting time and you're not wasting resources. You'd be surprised how many businesses do not know their SOPs. They don't even know what the day-to-day is supposed to look like. And that's exactly how you end up running in circles and getting no results. Which leads us to reason number 2, lack of direction. You have to know where you're going when it comes to your business. Have goals. You have to know the why behind your actions. And where does this come from? It comes from data. Part of what my degree is in is business analytics, and this is the part of analyzing data so you can make data-driven decisions. And a lot of business owners today are not doing that. You're making decisions based off what you think or gut feelings or assumptions or just guessing or doing what feels good. And that's what's keeping you stuck and behind, because data is what tells us a story. Data is information in your business, in your sales, in your marketing. These are metrics. These are things that tells us exactly what's going on in your business. So you know, okay, this happened on this day, or this happens whenever I do this. So that means in the future, I should do this instead, or I should keep doing this because it's working. You have to keep up with your business metrics, okay? I have a system where every week on Sundays or Mondays, I sit down and I look over all the metrics of my business. I look over the website traffic, social media traffic, engagement, sales, all of those things to see, okay, what do I need to be doing this week? What kind of content are people interacting with the most? What are they not interacting with? What does my email marketing look like? Are people clicking the links that I'm putting in? Are people opening? Are they not opening? These are all things that we need to keep up with. And yes, it sounds like a lot, but there's a lot of tools and resources that you can use that can track these things for you and just give you a dashboard where you can go in and look at it as well. So data. I need y'all to remember that. Make data-driven decisions. This also helps reduce risk. If you are making decisions based off of proven data, that means what you're going to do in the future, you have minimized the risk because you know, based off of prediction, based off of data, based off of what has happened before, these are the best decisions that we should make so we can avoid making mistakes, wasting money, and risk. Another part of direction is creating long-term and mini strategies. Strategic planning is a huge part of business that I see a lot of people not do. A lot of people think, oh, I can start a business today and yeah, that's it. I have this vibe. I think I want to do this. I like this. So I'm going to go get my LLC or DBA and I'm going to start a business and we're just going to go day to day. No. That's not how it works. You need to create a plan. And this is why a lot of people make business plans. So you have a direction of where you're going. Not having a business plan or a strategy is like me saying, oh, I want to go to Oklahoma. And then I just get in my car and I guess my way there. No, I'm going to have my Apple Maps, right? I'm going to put in the address, the place of where I'm going, and the GPS is going to take me there, okay? Having a strategy is a roadmap for your business. It tells you what you need to be doing. It tells you your goals. And in those goals, it has little objectives that you need to meet so you can achieve those goals. And that's why you need a long-term strategy. So let's say you map out your next 5 years for your business. For 5 years, this is where I want to be. Okay, within those 5 years, what are you going to be doing to achieve the goals and get to where you need to be? Those are the many strategies that you're going to put in place. So this is a roadmap that you can put together so you can be aligned with everything you do in your business. You can refer back to that roadmap and say, okay, does this align with the plan that I have for where I want to be in the next 5 years? Does this align with the monthly mini strategy that I have created? That way you're not doing random things or just moving aimlessly. And then that's why you're feeling stuck, because you're no longer aligned to this plan that you have curated specifically for your business. Everybody has a vision, right? But you have to create a plan of how you're going to get there so you're not just guessing or going on vibes. Now, reason number 3 is your messaging is not connecting. Messaging is everything. And usually when there's a connection issue, it's due to a lack of information. Do you know your target audience? Do you even have a target audience? I see a lot of the time there's a common mistake that business owners are making. They're trying to target everybody instead of having a specific audience they are trying to connect to. A master of one is better than a master of none. Trying to target every single person on this globe, you're going to fail. That is way too broad, and you're going to end up missing the people that you really need to connect, and you're going to get zero sales, and your business is not going to last. A lot of people are scared to niche down or target people specifically because they think, oh, I want to go big. I want to go big or go home. But no, it's actually better to stick to a specific group of people and solve their specific problem and market to them, catch their attention. It is much easier than trying to market to everybody. Everybody is different. Pick a group, market to them, sell to them. Okay. But in order to do this, you have to know who that group is, and you have to know them to connect to them. And how do you get to know your audience? By researching. You have to research. A lot of people skip out on this part. This is the grunt work of being an entrepreneur, actually doing the research so you can get that data that I was talking about to make better decisions, and so you can connect with your audience. To connect with somebody, you have to know about them, okay? If I wanted to make a friend with somebody, I'm going to sit down with them. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to ask them questions. We're going to get to know each other. That's how you do it when it comes to your target audience. You have to get to know them. You should be researching the demographics, not only the demographic, but the psychographics. A lot of people skip that part as well. You don't just want to know what your target audience looks like, whether they're a man or a woman or their race, but what do they think like? Where are they? What do they like? What do they not like? What are their pain points? What are their desires? There's a psychology that comes with marketing that a lot of people miss or they don't understand. But when it comes to human behavior, you have to understand it to be an entrepreneur. You have to understand what makes people buy, what makes your specific audience buy, what is hurting them, what is their day-to-day, where are they, what kind of things are they buying, what would they not invest their money into. These are all of things that you need to pinpoint. What do they desire? What is something that they really, really want and really, really need? And are you able to provide that? What is a problem that they're experiencing, the average person is experiencing, that you can provide a solution to? Once you have laid all that out on the table and you've come down with that, you now know who your target audience is. And not only that, you know how to connect with them because you know exactly what they're experiencing. And you have to understand that to connect with them. Another part of your messaging connecting is your brand story. Do you even have a brand story? Like, what is the why behind your brand? There has to be some emotional connection there with your audience. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but we are going through a trust recession right now, okay? Everybody is very skeptical. People are not buying the same. They have to have some kind of emotional connection to the brand. They have to trust the brand. They want to know, are you integral? Like, are you honest? Are you doing good things? Who did you vote for? What kind of brands and political affiliations are you supporting? Do you recycle? Do you value sustainability? Do you value people over profit? These are all things that people are starting to care about. And because of the state of our economy, people are holding on to their pockets a lot more right now. And so you have to be very special and connect with them in a profound way for them to choose you over everybody else. And so having a brand story is super important. It's the why behind your brand. It's how you connect with them emotionally. It's who you are. Whether you're a front-facing founder or not a front-facing founder, it doesn't really matter, but we need to know what this brand is really about, because you don't want anybody thinking you're just doing this for a money grab, or hey, I just want y'all's money. No. Why are you here? So these are 3 reasons that I would say I most commonly see when it comes to why people are feeling stuck in their business. It's doing a lot, but not doing the right things, lack of direction, and their messaging is not connecting. So now that we know these 3 things, the next thing is, how do we fix this? And this isn't going to be fixed in 1 day or 2 days. It may not even be fixed within a month. This is something that will take time, and it takes attention. It takes you really taking the time to sit down and analyze your business. I recommend taking a full week, clear out the plans on your calendar and take time each day, dedicate each day to analyzing one part of your business. So maybe Monday you'll analyze the operations, Tuesday will be sales, Wednesday is marketing, Thursday is finances. I don't know, but each day analyze a part of your business. Really sit down, go through documents, go through numbers, go through sales, get customer feedback, do research, and really find information on what is going on in your business. Why are people not returning? When did they stop returning? Sometimes it may be seasonal. Some people shop more in the summer or around the holiday time, but how can you keep your customers' attention? After you take this time to sit down and analyze, what are your findings? Now that you have the data, we have to turn it into information that we can use, actionable steps that we can take. Okay, how can I fix this issue? And what I always tell people is to start internally. Whatever problem you have, it has to start solving internally within your business, and then it will translate externally. So if I have an issue of customers not returning, let's say I'm a beauty brand, I'm a service provider, and after looking at all the data and I analyzed that week, I realized that I'm having a client retention issue. Okay. I'm getting a lot of clients, but they're not returning. And I would like to build long-term relationship with my clients, which ultimately leads to referrals, and they'll refer their friends, but that's not happening. Okay. So now that I've identified that this is the issue, how can I fix this internally? I am going to review my customer service process. What do I do before a client comes, during, and after? Am I giving them a thorough process of onboarding? Are they getting all the information they need? Do they have directions when it comes to where to find me when they're getting their service? When they get there, am I treating them right? Am I engaging with them? Is the atmosphere great? Do they feel comfortable? Is the service I'm giving them, is it top notch? Is it quality? Are they happy with it? Am I getting their reviews after they leave? Am I keeping up with them? Am I reminding them to schedule their next appointment? These are all things that I have to analyze internally, and I have to start fixing it. So maybe it's a customer service issue and I haven't been that great with interacting with my clients. So now let me input a system where I treat my clients with the most luxury experience, and I have automated system that reaches out to them, reminds them of their appointments, gives them discounts, loyalty discounts. Every 10th visit, maybe they get a free product. I don't know, but I'm going to implement something within my customer service system that's going to give them such a great experience that they can't do anything but want to come back. And so that's an example of looking internally first so it can translate externally, and this is going to be a better solution. A lot of people want to start with marketing, but that's actually the last thing you should do, because you don't want to invite people into your house. That is absolute chaos. What do? You clean the house first before you invite your guest over. So internally, you need to do a sweep. Make sure everything is top notch in your business internally before you start marketing it and inviting more people to see your mess. And lastly, I would recommend hiring a consultant, hiring somebody like me that is an expert in business and can really look over all of this and tell you, okay, this is the exact issue. Because some people in business, they may not do that. There's a lot of business owners who are super, super talented and have so many skills. They have passions for what they're doing, but they lack the actual business knowledge. So maybe they didn't go to school for it, or they just don't have the hands-on and years of experience to know internally, okay, this is what we need to do. This is how we pinpoint this. This is how we analyze the data. And that's why it's beneficial to hire a consultant to do those things for you. And it also takes some time off your hands. So hiring a strategist, a consultant that can help you really piece your brand together, uncover the issues, and provide strategic solutions that you can follow and implement. Having a business coach that you can just always have on your team, and y'all have monthly meetings, or y'all can just meet regularly so you can always stay on track. So if you have been in your business and you're in an area right now where you just feel stuck and you don't know what to do, I really hope this video provided some clarity and some help of how to walk through this, and I hope it encouraged you. You're not always going to feel like this. Business is not linear, okay? It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. And maybe you're right here right now, but there's always that up that you're going to get to. So I really hope this video provided you exactly what you needed to get through this season. And if you are looking for a consultant to strategize with you and help you build your brand, you can come to me, okay? You can visit my website at ceosolutionsco.com to learn all you need to learn about my company and how I help entrepreneurs. And if you love this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.